Hi there survivors, welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. I'm the immortal Adrian and this is part 2 of our 2-story house in which we built the shell in the last episode, and in this episode we're going to complete it by doing all the interior fit out and the final touches. So here we go. Another bed, more bookshelves, a couple of fireplaces, these pillars, preserving bin. I'll take the forges and the smithy, and the fabricator, the fridge and the generator, and I'll need the electrical outlets for that. So, starting from the top, outside, back about here, let's get a table. One table, place that anywhere you like, there. Now I'm going to put the chairs down in slot 1 to make them easy to work with. So there's one. Where am I stuck? Okay, that happens. I'll put the table a little too close. But barging on. Perfection is the enemy of completion. So just to give you an idea where they are, there's a table and 4 chairs, roughly placed outside. Now I have a cupboard, or large storage as it's technically known. Put that in the middle there, and then about here, just for decoration, don't see that these things really serve much purpose. Bookshelf. You can apparently keep blueprints and stuff in them. And a bed. So this area up here is technically a bedroom. And on the other side, we just repeat the process for balance. So one bookshelf, just a bit harder to get it off the wall. Right in the middle of that panel there. Large storage at the back, in the middle of that panel, just off the wall, and a bed on the floor. Now you could get a lot of beds in here if you really wanted to. You could get 2 beds side by side. You can walk across the bed so they can be anywhere you like. I'll just put them to the side, just kind of a clear view. Okay. Now, did I bring the fireplaces? Yes, I did. So one fireplace goes in the middle, downstairs. And the other fireplace goes here. And the reason I do this is this chimney doesn't go all the way out at the height of this building. So I can put another fireplace in the middle here. And you're still going to see the chimney inside there, but that doesn't matter. If we put a bit of wood in there, and you can already see what I'm talking about, that bit of brickwork in there, that chimney doesn't really matter. It doesn't distract from the visuals of it. That could have probably gone in a little bit further back, actually. I'll do that. I'll place it back as far as I can. There, just to give us that little bit more room to come up and down the stairs. Alright, so that's the upstairs done. Now this area over here I tend to use as my work area, and on this particular build we're having 2 forges. We're a little bit slightly later stage than the first building I did, and so we use a lot more metal, so we need 2 forges, and a lot of people also need 2 smithies. Actually, that should have been a storage right next to, you want the storage in between your smithy and your forge so that you can put metal in your storage along with whatever else you need, like oil, wood and hide and anything else you might need to go into the forge. And once you've forged your metal into ingots, you can then put them back in the storage box, and you can easily reach them now from this smithy, which is just enough room so it doesn't obstruct our doorway. There. And on the other side here, we put our big boys' toys. So we're up to fabricator now. So you can just kind of see out on the right hand side when that fabricator is out of the door. And I use the floor. Look at the floor. You can see when it's not parallel. So use the timbers on the floor to get your parallel, and then walk it in until you can see that it's embedded in the wall, and then walk it back until it's no longer embedded in the wall. And then left click and place. And I tend to put the fridge right next to it. And I have the front basically level with the front of the fabricator. It can be buried in just a little bit because otherwise we're too tight against the wall. So at this stage we've got plenty of room to get in and out of this door. That fridge doesn't interfere with that at all. And the generator goes on the other side here. Now you can put this in any way you like. I tend to just put it in square like this. And it basically takes up this whole corner here. And of course we need the riser. That was probably out a little bit far. We could have gone further in with that, so let's do that. Right, now it's around the other way. That's the way it should have been. And we put our riser cable in, vertical cable in, and put the electrical outlet on top of it. Done. So now we're wired up for power. And we've got wall torches. We'll drop them down to slot 2. We've got a couple of wooden tables. One of them I put in front of the fireplace here, tucked fairly well under this stairway. Place that there. And then a chair on this side, a chair on this side. Now we don't use the table and chairs that much. They're actually not that functional. That wasn't in the middle, but again we're going to move on. You can fiddle around with this. You've always got the 20 seconds to pick it up if it didn't land in the right place, even without any mods. And the other table goes over here. Now I like the fact that I can put a table in front of the window and it doesn't obstruct the window, see? So there's my table there. And put a couple of mortar and pestles on that. I didn't bring any mortars and pestle with me. So let's clean this out. We've got a couple of torches, a couple of mortar and pestle, a preserving bin and a cooking pot. The air conditioner can go upstairs if you like. I tend to put the cooking pot just here because we're not up to having a big industrial cooker yet. So we still need the cooking pot. But we no longer need the fireplace. We no longer need the campfire. This fireplace will take the place of the campfire. We can cook all our meat in this fireplace. So we don't need the campfire. So we've got a preserving bin, and that preserving bin comes up here. And what I like to do is to get the preserving bin in the corner, like that. And then next to the preserving bin, another storage box. You can never have enough storage boxes. And you might actually want to put 2 of these or more. You can plug them in, lay one on top of the other, and actually get to them from the side. See, I can get to this storage just as easy from that side. There it is. It's empty, of course. So you can have another one in front of it, and you can still get to your preserving bin. Now the preserving bin's shorter, So it fits under this skilling roof at the side here. Where this is taller, it needs more height. So we're almost there. A couple of mortars and pestle. Place 2 of these on the table. Now you can fit 3 of these on the table, but I find it then gets a little bit hard when you're trying to access the inventories of each one and you keep grabbing the wrong one. So I'll put 2 there, and the spare one I'll put over here. Every now and again you need to run a third one. You might be making cementing paste in one, gunpowder in another one, and narcotics in another one. You might even want 2 on this table. You might want 4 of them going. And you'll need that until such times as you get the chemistry set, the chemistry bench. So that's pretty much it now, except for lighting. Now I've got some torches. I put one above this doorway here. And we'll change the settings on that. Done, and light the fire. Okay. The other one above this doorway just here, in the same spot. Roughly. Probably one over the exit here. Did we light it? No. Get a couple upstairs. One over this exit here. Probably let's mix it up a bit and just have them sort of in between the doors rather than right on top of the doors. And again, this is just your own personal taste, however you like it. There's no right way or wrong way. I never say my way is the right way. There's always more interesting ways of doing things. You can change the colour of these flames too, by the way, just by making dye with berries in your cooking pot and putting the dye in the torch. You make a red dye, you'll get a red flame. You make a purple dye, you'll get a purple flame, and you can have a really nice rainbow effect. Yellows, oranges, purples, greens, all different colours. It really can brighten things up a bit. But as soon as you take the torch down, you lose the colour. So just remember that. Okay, where did that go? In the middle, above, about 2 beams up. Middle, above, about 2 beams up. I've got a couple left. Put one in the middle over the entranceway here. Probably put one on the back. Right in the middle. Too close, might have to do it from back here. A bit too far away. Okay, there. Change settings, done, and light the flame. Okay, let's gamma down and have a look at that. Ooh, gee, not that far. There. Got my little viewing platform. There it is. There it is. I've got a couple more torches. These standing torches, again, if you're not up to a point where you can make a lot of, put that in the corner here. If you can't make a lot of those metal wall torches, then use these standing torches. They're really cheap. Same story, you can change the colour of the flame just by putting dye in them. I've got a couple of torches left, so I must have had a couple of extra on the original design, which I probably might have had 2 at the front entrance originally. Oh yeah, I would have had 1 on this side so that we can see the generator and all that kind of thing. And most important, 1 over here for balance. There it is, fully lit. Look at that. Nice and warm looking. It's final touches. Grab a little bit of wood. Oh, okay. This is a problem. I've stuck it too tight in against the other one, and I'm not getting the option to open the inventory. I'm only getting the E-lock option. So I'm going to pick this one up and place it again. Yeah, I know. If you haven't got any mods, you can't do that. I do understand that. I'm sorry. But you end up having to destroy it and rebuild it, and that might cost you some materials. But that won't stop us from coming in and out. It just might make us bump into the brickwork a little bit. You might do away with this fireplace here. The only reason I've got this fireplace here is because this gives us our smoke on the outside. See? And the other fireplace didn't give us a chimney. Okay, survivors, that's it. We're going to call that a build. That's my house number 2, done mostly with wood, with stone ceilings and greenhouse doors, greenhouse walls to give some glass on the front so that on the beautiful days we can let that sunshine stream in. And we got 180 degree views from up here. One more thing I might have neglected to mention, and that is our columns. So there's right under the corner of that balcony there. Another one the same. There. And just to dress it up, some of the small columns on the corners here and on the outside on the corners here and here. So on the other side, on the external corners here, there and here and there, and just a couple more to finish off the top. I like to see them just there, and they just come past the edge of our balcony there. So that's it. All right, thanks for tuning in. Happy to have you with me. Please like and subscribe and send me a message, and I'll try to respond to any questions that you might have. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next episode.